At this point, Larry Bird moved in the top 5 of all time in my book. He moved in the top 5, bro. Larry Bird is the king. And 5 times Larry Bird saw with Vince, man. Look, like, comment, subscribe if y'all want more Larry Bird on this channel, bro. And I'm steady reacting to more of y'all videos that y'all sending me. So look, and I'm gonna start shouting y'all out. So the people who send me videos of Larry Bird or other videos y'all want me to react to, I'm gonna start shouting y'all out, like putting y'all comment on screen and stuff like that. So hey, let me know in the comments what y'all want me to see next. And let's go ahead and get to the video, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Swings the elbow, and now Bird fights Kareem. Swings the elbow, and now is yelling at Larry.
Okay.
Could never back down.
Larry Bird said, I'm spicy too, nigga.
Jaw to jaw.
Once you do, people look at you different. You had to stand up for everything you believed in, and even if it's the one playing basketball. I mean, if somebody took the gloves off and wanted to go, you had to go. You didn't.
Bill Lambert was on one, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Basketball.
Larry wasn't
If
going.
somebody took the gloves off and wanted to go, you had to go. If
Oh.
you didn't, there's no
When you take a look at Larry
Larry
Bird,
wanted
at
smoke,
first
man.
glance, he might not seem like the most intimidating guy. He doesn't really look like a scary dude at all. Many believed they
scary.
could get away with pushing his buttons.
Yo, what type? I ain't gonna lie, they was doing anything back in the day. They could really throw down back in the day.
But one
Lee
thing you
did
should
not
know
care.
about the hick from French Lick, he always gets the last laugh. Game 5 of the first round in the 1991 NBA playoffs, Boston Celtics versus the Indiana Pacers. Larry Bird was approaching the end of his career. He had some serious back problems he was dealing with and wasn't quite sure how much longer he can go. In fact, before this deciding Game 5, his teammates said that he was even struggling to put on his uniform. That's how much pain he was in. But with the series tied up 2
Did he ever have surgery on his back? Somebody let me know in the comments. Did he ever have surgery on his back or something like that? Like he ain't never try to get it fixed? Or could they not fix it or something?
games apiece, he knew he had to use every last drop of fuel that was still in the tank. And on the other side was Chuck Person, nicknamed the Rifleman. Throughout the years, these two were sort of rivals and always talked trash to one another. For example, before a Christmas Day game, Person said to the media that he was going bird hunting, and when that comment made its
Stop it. That was some bird hunting.
way
Is you
back to
crazy?
Bird made sure he would deliver a present to Chuck. Bird shot a three-pointer.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna stop pausing. But soon as Rifleman said that, Bird said, "Man, let me get warmed up real quick, man. What is he talking about?"
Right in front of Person, who was sitting on the bench, then turned around to look at him and said, "Merry f***ing Christmas." Before the shot had even gone in yet. He would pull those kind of stunts before Steph even did it. So these two had some history, which made this elimination game all the more epic. The game was just like the previous 4 games in the series, very competitive and highly entertaining, both battling to keep their season alive. But with 4 minutes left to go in the first half, an unfortunate event would take place. Larry Bird dives for a loose ball, but ends up landing on his face, and immediately had to
We had a concussion?
head back to the locker room, and it turns out that he broke his cheekbone, so the Celtics had no other choice but to play on without him. Boston was trying their best to hang in the game, but were obviously
Bro, what was niggas doing?
struggling to do so without Larry, while Chuck Person was definitely having fun. He was acting cocky the whole time, thinking that his Pacers were on the verge of advancing to the next round. But little did he know, Bird was actually keeping tabs on the game in the back, and couldn't stand the arrogance that the Pacers were displaying. So with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter, he decided to return back to the game to shut him up. The image of him coming out of the tunnel was like something you would see in a movie, as the crowd gave him a much-deserved standing ovation. The doctor said that he probably had a concussion, but he did not let that stop him. His heroic efforts ignited a spark in the Celtics.
Mags! Playing with me, boy. Towards some bird hunting. Boy, what?
As Boston took a commanding lead and never looked back. Bird ended the game with 32 points and willed his team to victory.
Yeah, it is a little special because I know
Hey, girl, I love these type of stories. I ain't gonna lie.
Chuck for a while, and we always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Here's another instance
Big talk then, Larry. I feel you. Talk your talk then.
where the old man had to show the youngster who's boss. First, we have to talk about a matchup that Bird and Petrovic had in March of
Petrovic.
1992. This game, Drazen was lighting it up. He shot 65% from the floor and was perfect from deep, leaving Bird and the Celtics extremely frustrated. Just when you thought he was finished, he put the dagger in Boston's heart
Come here.
unapologetically.
He is open for the jumper. We're tied.
Was killing Boston.
For Drazen Petrovic.
He scored an
Petrovic.
impressive 39 points to get his team the
he had
win.
40 on
Petro
Bird?
was quickly rising to fame, and before these two teams faced off again, the next time around, the pre-show made sure to remind everyone about that stellar performance.
The big question is who's going to guard Drazen Petrovic. Last
Who's
time out
that?
against the Celtics,
Hey.
the career high, 39 points.
They said who's gonna guard Petrovic? The last 8 games, he was averaging 27. Oh my God! Now he was going dumb.
He certainly is a big factor.
And the way he was shooting in the
Petrovic.
Celtic game up there in Hartford, no one could guard him.
An amazing night for Drazen Petrovic.
About 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. He hit a three-pointer, and as he was backtracking, he got into Larry Bird's face and was talking some good trash. Now, Bird's not someone that you normally want to taunt, but
Why you wanna taunt? Like, just score your points. Go, but don't trash talk. The God, Larry, are you crazy? I'm already know how this about to end.
Drazen really lit it up in that last.
I'm already know how
game.
this about to
With 39
go down.
points.
All this hype
He
that
from
was
Croatia,
going
too.
around about Drazen, you
Croatia
know
niggas.
Bird was listening. You could tell he was salivating at the mouth for some payback.
Score of 8-2.
Let me hold that.
2
Come
minutes
here.
and 40 seconds. Here's Larry Bird. Forget
Come
about
here.
that.
This time, Bird was the one on fire, dropping 25 points, 9 assists, and
Come
9
here.
rebounds, while Drazen could barely even get a shot off. He produced a stat line that was not even close to the one he had during their earlier meeting, just a dull 12 points. He should have known that Bird never forgets anything. It's no secret that Larry Bird and Bill Laimbeer absolutely despised one another. Within this heated rivalry, we saw them go
Oh,
at
real
each
beef.
other's neck on
Yo, Bill Laimbeer, bro, he was down there killing people, bro. Like, he was trying to put people in the RER, yeah? Like, bro, what? Like,
multiple occasions. But in one game in particular, Larry Bird literally got instant revenge. It was Game 2 of the 1985 Eastern Conference semifinals between the Pistons and Celtics. Bill Laimbeer was deliberately elbowing Bird as soon as the game started. He wanted to take Bird out early, and he even ended up cutting his chin wide open. The way Laimbeer was playing out there was probably not the smartest idea if Larry is the guy you're doing it to. He's not the type to just let you get away with that. And from that point on, Bird did not play around anymore.
Knocking Bird down. Larry wheels on Trapuka. Scored. Down. Bird outside.
not now. Boppers. He said, I ain't worrying about, I'm about to just give you 40, homie.
Encouraging you. It's a little different situation,
No.
but here the others
None of
know
that.
they're not involved.
Bird the rebound. Is he tough or what? 34 in the game for Larry Bird.
Now,
34
don't
in
get
his
it
head.
twisted. Larry definitely welcomed physical play with open arms. But when you go out of your way to literally draw blood, all you end up accomplishing is releasing an angry Bird from his cage. He put up 31 points in the second half alone and wound up with a total of 42 points, making Bill instantly regret his actions. Back
At
when Larry
42?
Bird was a freshman in college at Indiana University, it was said that the veterans on that team would kind of bully him, even though I know that is hard to believe.
That's what somebody said in the comments on my last Larry Bird video. They said he had left, because I was asking why he left Indiana, and like, why he left Indiana when that was like a bigger school. Somebody was saying that a teammate was not welcoming him, and that he was like by himself and he didn't want to like be there. So I'm like, all right. But now he said it again, so I think I kind of believe it now. You know? I don't get why they was doing that, though. Like, you got a big star coming to your team. Do y'all not want to win games? Did y'all not want to win games? I guess not, bro. Y'all
on that team would kinda bully him, even though I know that is hard to believe, and that one player in specific, Kent Benson,
Man, I got him up out of here, man. Honestly, he bullying. Man, go ahead, get up. We don't, man, man.
who was their starting center, constantly went out of his way to chastise him, always giving Bird a hard time since Larry was the new guy on the team, and rumors say that was part of the reason he didn't stay there very long and ultimately ended up transferring to Indiana State shortly after. Now fast forward to 1985, Bird was now on the Celtics while Benson played for the Pistons, and this is where Bird would finally get his revenge. Well, kinda. You see, while Bird did do his thing out there, it was Kevin McHale who was destroying Detroit, especially Kent Benson. And get this, Larry actually noticed that McHale had the hot hand and that Benson was struggling to guard him. So Bird encouraged McHale to keep making things miserable for Benson by simply feeding him the ball over and over again and grab some popcorn watching him go to work. Benson eventually even needed Lambeer to help him stop McHale, but that also failed. And when it was all said and done, McHale ultimately broke the franchise record with 56 points.
Ooh, that night he had 56, and then the next night Larry Bird had like 60 something. He was cooking Benson. Oh, you trying to bully Larry Bird for? You crazy? See, if I'm Indiana, I would have got him up out of here.
Mostly at the expense of Kent Benson, which was really making him frustrated.
Blaine Reichelt, I think, has something on Kent Benson.
Why he walking like he a baddie?
Gotta be a T. And he's gone. Benson has just been tossed from the game.
Now, Bird definitely appreciated the fact that McHale embarrassed Benson for him, but he wasn't quite done with McHale yet. You see, by McHale going for 56 points, he actually broke Larry Bird's previous Celtics
Bird
record,
said, next
53
game I gotta go
points.
for 6.
And don't you think for one second that Larry didn't realize that. Larry even said after McHale's impressive performance that he should have gone for 60.
Larry, after the game, kiddingly told Kevin, you should have gone for 60.
He said, nah, you should have kept going because that may not last.
Well, the fact that he didn't go for 60 and that Bird secretly wanted to get the record back, he got the idea, why not go for 60 himself? So guess what? Only about a week later, Bird would put on a show that would go down in history forever. A performance that even made the opposite team go crazy. He went for 60 points against the Atlanta Hawks, reclaiming the franchise record in points in a single game. So I guess you could say that he got revenge on his very own teammate.
Yeah, and that's cute. Only Larry Bird can get revenge on his own teammate, bro. Only Larry can do that. Just know that only Larry can do that, bro.
During a 1987 contest between the Boston Celtics and the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, who was still a baby at the time, attempted to guard Larry Bird, but he wasn't all that successful at it. Bird just took Jordan to the post at ease. So then head coach of the Bulls, Doug Collins, decided to put a slightly bigger player on Larry, forward Ben Poquet, and that only made things worse for Chicago because Bird took that as a personal insult. As soon as Collins put Poquet in the game to guard Larry, Larry said this out loud to Doug Collins: "Ben Poquet, are you kidding me?" And here's why.
Ben Poquet, are you kidding me, bro? You put this nigga? Imagine somebody telling you that, especially telling the coach that.
Bird reacted in such a way. Quote, "As far as playing, I didn't care who guarded me. I just didn't want a white guy guarding me because it's disrespect to my game."
Since
Larry couldn't really tell Poquet to go sit back down, he thought he might as well humiliate him while he's at it.
Standing dribble at the stripe. Bird has it right of the circle. Fakes on Poquet. Gets to the lane. Fadeaway shot. Good.
Poquet
holds the 4-2 lead. Celtics on the attack. Bird has it right corner. He fires. Rimming. Good. Hit the top of the glass. Side left against Jordan. Bird pops and shoots from the right side and nails another one.
Why they thought Poquet was about to guard Larry Bird?
Swings it
Clear.
left to Bird.
Catch this in your mouth.
Shoots foul line. Good.
Larry Legend would ultimately drop 41 points, forcing Collins to think twice before quote-unquote disrespecting his game ever again.
Larry ever.
So there you go. All this man wanted to do was get the W for his team and go home to cut his grass in peace. But no, those players couldn't just let him be. They just had to provoke the legend and ultimately had to pay the price.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, bro. I don't know why niggas talk junk to Larry Bird, bro. I would've just left him alone all game. Just leave him alone. Leave him in peace. Don't even mess with Larry. Let Larry do what he do, bro. Cause he gonna go stupid. I ain't gonna lie, man. Let me know in the comments other Larry Bird videos you want me to watch, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments something I didn't know about the video or something I asked during the video. Let me know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna see y'all next video. I already know what's going on, man. Like, comment, subscribe. But Larry, he top 5. Larry top 5 in my book. Let me know what he ranked all time to y'all, bro. But I'm gonna see y'all next, man. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Y'all already